the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, powered by SimRep Markets. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and on the track, we have a very special treat for all y'all here tonight, as it is the OP Racing Grand National Series, as they present the smooth and creamy Guinness 175. Thank you very much, Gabe Butler, for being tonight's race patron. Qualifying is underway and times are now starting to roll in hot and heavy for this qualifying session. Zach Fritsch on top of the chart for the moment with a 51.02. We are watching the 6 of Cody Nagels go across the line, and Cody is going to top the chart with a 50.93. Tyler Miller in second, Zach Fritsch in third, Jared Forbes fourth. Rounding out the top 5 now is Anthony English in the 44. So as they are coming around and making their qualifying runs, it is race number 5 in our 18 race season. And it is our second race in the B class car. One more race to go, and then we head back to the trucks, and we will do that all season long, switching back and forth between the B class and the trucks. As Mark Mann makes his way around the super speedway across the start finish line, Mark Mann right now good enough for 7th spot. Getting up to speed now, that is the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr., father to Jeff Crosby Jr., who is defending champion in this series. Twelve drivers have taken a qualifying time. Right now, the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. is the only car out on the speedway. Peter deBorja is now getting up to speed. So the 15 coming around to finish his qualifying run, drops down below the yellow line. That Sunoco 15 machine finds himself in 11th spot. So now we turn our focus to the 40 of Peter deBorja. He is one of our in-car cameras, so to speak. If you would like to go and check out his race tonight from his point of view, you can find him on twitch.tv/MixMasterPJ. And I'll tell you what, you do go over there and check him out. Make sure you tell him KR sent you. But Peter this season will be running tribute cars to all the champions of OP Racing, Hall of Fame inductees. He is just all around doing a whole bunch of tribute paint schemes, and tonight his tribute being shown to Rick Seabrands. Zach Fritch saying hello, crack one open already. The problem is I already did, Zach, and I can't crack it again. It's like a one-time deal, one and done. But we will have another one, don't you worry. 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. out on the speedway. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He gets his race car up to speed. He will be taking the green flag for his qualifying effort. Bob Lacavera sailing it off into turn number 1 as he has just taken the green flag. Sean McCara in the 71. Taking it nice and easy in his qualifying time. So McCara at a calm, cool, collective 130 miles an hour down the backstretch. Les Levy in the 62. Making his way around the track. Les Levy is on the clock as he heads for the backstretch. As Cody Nagels still has that pole position at a 50.93. Sean McCara in the 71, our 17th driver to post a qualifying time. McCara going to be one to watch in that 71, as he does have high score for qualifying. Les Levy in the 62 finds himself in 10th place, and with 2 minutes left to go on the clock, 18 cars have posted a qualifying time, and it looks like another 12 or so in this race who have decided not to qualify. So we will get to them before it is all said and done. So guys, thank you very much for joining me here in qualifying, but now it is time to step away for the national anthem. When we get back, we will be ready to run through tonight's starting lineup here for the Smooth and Creamy Guinness 175 presented by Gabe Butler.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as drivers are taking to the grid, and it is time to go through tonight's starting lineup. So let's get right into it. On the inside of row number 1 is none other than the 6 of Cody Nagels. To the outside, the 24 of Tyler Miller. Row number 2 will be the 12 of Zach Fritsch on the inside, and row number 3 will be Jared Forbes in the 73, and on his outside, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Row number 4 will be the 47 of Richard Kuhn and Mark Mann in the 04 on the outside of row number 4. Row 5 going to be none other than Randall Cobb in the 52 and the 62 of Les Levy. Anthony English in the 44 and David Booth in the 77 going to make up row number 6. Row number 7 will be the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. And to the outside, that is the 11 of Bob Lacavera. Row number 8 is Nate Warren in the 42 and the 40 of Peter deBorja, running his Rick Seabrand's tribute paint scheme. Row number 9 will be the 83 is Shane Posey and Sean McCara on the outside. Row 10 on the inside, the 23 of Sebastian Marin. This is where we start seeing the drivers who did not take a qualifying time. And Kevin Freese on the outside. Row number 1 plus 1 is 11. Rick Seabrand's in the 4 and Josh Milam in the 7. Row 12, Daniel Holloway in the 21 and the 78 of Donald Stewart. And in our last few rows, we have the 53 of Dave Hunt, and to his outside, that is the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Eric Laurie in the 071 and Lynn McNeese in the 84, and our final starting spot is the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Let's take a quick look at our race info here tonight, as this is the Smooth and Creamy Guinness 175 presented by Gabe Butler. Some key notes to look at. You got to have a thick head, good and dark, to be a smooth and creamy Guinness. David Booth is the favorite to win here tonight, so keep an eye on the 77. There is one stage at the halfway mark. There's one fast repair available for our drivers. So we'll keep an eye on all that as it shakes down. So here we go, pace car, down and away. Green flag in the air, and we are underway for the first time here tonight. As the 6 of Cody Nagels gets a good jump, moves up to the outside lane right away. Puts that block on the 24, Tyler Miller, to try and steal some of his momentum. Zach Fritsch in the 12, down on the inside. Fritsch closing the gap to the 6 of Cody Nagels. Onto the back stretch we go. One car already in the pits. I should say, making his way out of pit road. That is the 53 of Dave Hunt. He's going to go a lap down here. Not sure what happened to the 53, but a late start for him. He is now our first and only car 1 lap down. Jimmy Reynolds checking in along with Mara Clark. How you doing, Miss Mara? Mixmaster PJ said hi as well. And Fritchie chimed in. So our driver's taking a moment to let everyone know in YouTube chat that they are here and they appreciate all you fans sitting around and watching. One engine is blown already. Unbelievable. Jared Ford's engine goes up in smoke here on lap number 3, and the 73 is going to have to limp it around. That is the worst place to have the engine blow, as he had already made it by the pit entrance. As the 6 of Cody continues to lead, set quick time here tonight, and now finds himself as the race leader. The 33 of Jeff Crosby moving into second place down on the inside. That inside lane got a good run. Quick time right now goes to the 4 of Rick Seabrands, but as they flash across the start finish line, we'll see if anyone has a faster time, and they sure do. The 7 of Josh Milam posts the fastest lap of the race here on lap number 4. Plenty of time to lay down a quicker lap, but for the moment, it goes to the 7 of Josh Milam, who just so happens to be last week's race winner. In case you were wondering what happened last week, why this broadcast was not showing the race last week, well, that's because the quote-unquote voice of Season 9 was out of state, out of country. It was not here. Was enjoying a vacation. I want to thank everyone for letting me have that vacation. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the races that was still going on through the viewpoints of our other drivers here who do their own streams. So Jeff Crosby in the 33, your new race leader. Zach Fritch in the 12 to his inside. The 6 of Cody Nagels finds himself from pole position, race leader, and now in a battle to try and finish in second, third, or even fourth. But a lot of racing to go. One stage at the halfway point. That is at the completion of lap 35. I expect we'll see a lot of these drivers on pit road around lap 17 to 18 if they try and make this stage a one-stop stage. But the strategies can end up all over the place, and so gambling on when a caution is coming out is going to be a factor. As the 6 of Cody Nagels inherits his lane lead, and that outside lane falling back quite heavily right now. Dave Hunt, who started from pit road, finding himself 2 laps down. Jared Forbes, who blew his engine on lap 3, managed to coast all the way around on the pit road. He has burned his one and only fast repair to get back out there. So the 73 is out there, is running around by himself. Both Dave Hunt and Jared Forbes hoping desperately for an early caution, multiple cautions, if you will, so that they can get back on the lead lap. Tyler Miller in the 24 started on the outside of row number 1. Give me just a moment here. All right, sorry about that. Picked up a bit of a cough right then and there. Had to get it all out. So Cody Nagle's in the 6. Then up front, from the drop of the green flag, the 33 Jeff Crosby, the 24 Tyler Miller. Les Levy in the 62. Right there in the mix of it as well. Right now, the biggest mover of this race finds himself in 21st spot. So he has gained 6 positions, and that is the 071 of Eric Laurie. So the biggest mover of the race starting to work his way forward. Jared Forbes, our biggest loser of this race so far, as he did have that engine pop on him. That's kind of early, so not sure what happened to the 071, but had that engine let go as soon as it did. But Forbes riding around and getting closer to coming back down a whole nother lap. There you can see as we ride on board with the 071 of Eric Laurie. You can see Forbes through 3 and 4 as the pack is closing in on him. But the battle is still up front, just as intense as it ever was. The outside lane trying to hang tough, and here at Daytona, at the Legacy Daytona, that tends to be the preferred line due to all the bumps that you have to go through in the corners here. That preferred line doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the fastest one here tonight, because that inside lane has been hanging pretty tough. We ride on board with the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. '71 of Sean McCara just ahead of him. McCara setting high score for the qualifying effort. The 15 got a little wobbly coming off of turn number 2. Down to the inside, that is the 73 of Jared Forbes going another lap down. Made a good move to try and get out of the way. Next car to fall a lap down will be the 53 of Dave Hunt. Our field from front to back in this pack right here, currently separated by 3.5 seconds. The 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. running in 27th spot. 29 cars did take the green flag. 2 cars, 1 lap down, and Ernie Williams in this black 91 is sitting as the last car on the lead lap. So as Ernie and Lynn McNeese bring up the tail end of the field, the 5-1-0 of Richard Sanchez, who started dead last in this race, is now starting to work his way forward. He has gained 9, now make it 10 positions as he is using that outside lane to really start moving and grooving. And that 5-1-0 closes up to the back bumper of the 73 of Jared Forbes. So with green flag pit stops not being too far away, looks like the field trying to get down to the inside line here in these next 2 or 3 laps so that they can hit pit road. As that inside line is becoming a very long train of vehicles. Onto the front stretch they come. No takers for pit road just yet. At least from the race lead. The 42 of Nate Warren leading the charge in the second lane. The 71 of Sean McCara on his back bumper. Richard Sanchez, as there's trouble behind him. Anthony English trying to pick his way through as the 21 of Daniel Holloway is spinning. Lynn McNeese to the high side, he gets through. And it looks like the 78 of Donald Stewart got some damage there. The 071 of Eric Laurie, a little bit banged up on the front end, and the first caution of the night has come out right as we were getting ready to have some green flag pit stops. Anthony English, Shane Posey, Daniel Holloway, and we ride on board with the 78 of Donald Stewart for this one. Let's back this up just a little bit and see if we can figure out what happened. Donald Stewart and the 78, the 83 is Shane Posey, all getting involved right there. And it starts with the 510 and the 44 of Anthony English and Sanchez. Great heads up move by the 15 of Crosby Sr. as they make their way onto pit road. Let's take one last look at this. Off the nose of the 15. And that is a driver who had his eyes open and was ready for it. So on to pit road, the field has made their first stop of the night. down and away they go. Our pole sitter, the 6 of Cody Nagels, losing a few spots on pit road there. He's going to come off in the 4th. 25 of Kevin Freeze. Tucked in behind his buddy, the 23 of Sebastian Marin, as they made their way off of pit road. Dave Hunt in the 53 did receive the free pass. He is going to get one of his 2 laps back. That caution coming out at a very timely moment for him, as he was about ready to go another lap down, but he was all by himself, so getting the free pass was pretty easy for him. So the 53 down and away. Lights are out on our iRacing safety vehicle. Safety comes up first. The beautiful 33 sitting on the outside of row number 1 for this restart. Zach Fritch in the 12, finding himself in a good position here. Zach Fritch looking for a win, but one to watch for is that 77 of David Booth, running a new paint scheme here tonight, provided by Levy Designs. Levy Designs sponsored the first 2 races of this season. So the 77 of David Booth looking very sharp in his new birthday suit. It's got a Turn 3 Racing Network on the deck lid. How about that? So here we go. Pace car down and away. The 19, the 33, the 12, and the 6 all get to the throttle. Good run for that inside line for the moment. We will be watching the outside lane to surge ahead down the backstretch. Red 33 building momentum, gaining ground, and now has his nose out in front. Bob Lacavera in the 11 to the inside of the 62 of Les Levy. Randall Cobb in the 52 right behind him. They're all trying to gain speed. Everyone should have enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage. Several of our cars did come down and top off. Shane Posey in the 83. One of those cars that topped off as they came to the 1 to go. So he planning ahead just a little bit there, trying to get as much fuel in that race car as he can. 1, for insurance to the end of the stage, and 2, when that stage does end, to be able to spend just a little bit less time on pit road That jack will drop a little bit sooner for the 83 than everyone in front of him, and he is looking to gain some track position because of it. Josh Milam in the 7, starting to work that third lane here and move his way forward. So far, he has gained 14 positions from where he took the green flag. And things are starting to get tight and dicey on that high side. We can take a quick look as we are coming up on the stages. And who has won stages so far this season? Mark Mann, Josh Milam, and Sebastian Marin with another car, all winning a stage. Tyler Miller in the 24 did get a good move up in front of the 7 of Josh Milam. At third row, 4 cars deep. Middle lane starting to fall apart. No one wants to be in the middle right now. Down to the inside goes the 15. He bails out of that middle lane. 24 of Tyler Miller drops down in front of the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Oh, and contact made with the 33 and the 24. And it is a big stack up coming off of turn number 2. And around goes quite a few of our race leaders. And the yellow flag has come out. See the 6 of Cody Nagels gets involved. Nate Warren in the 42 taking evasive action. Sebastian Marin, Zach Fritsch. Now you're at the end of the stage, or almost to the end of it. So do you come down and fix your damage? Burn that fast repair, or do you wait till you get to the end of the stage? Try and hold on to it. Decisions as we take a couple looks at this incident. We're right on board with the 62 of Les Levy for this one. Les bailing out, getting clear of it very quickly. Good heads-up driving by the 62 of Les Levy. Well, here you go, decision time. The 7 and the 33 stay out. Looks like our top 10 all stayed out. Peter deBorja, the last car, catching up to the pack. Tyler Miller in the 24, the first car off of pit road. One driver saying thank you very much. That's the 53 of Dave Hunt. He gets back on the lead lap with these 2 cautions. Now Jared Forbes, the only car 1 lap down. He'd love nothing more than to see that caution flag fly and get him one of those laps back. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back to bring you tonight's restart as we get ready to close out stage number 1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where the green flag has just dropped on the restart. We're working lap 29 of 35 in the opening stage of tonight's race. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. Hope you all are enjoying the show. Sean Stevens saying hello. How you doing, Sean? Glad to see you. The 47 of Richard Kuhn making a move down to the inside of the 7 of Josh Milam. Anthony English in the 44, who was caught up in our first incident of the night, now finds himself in position to try and win the stage. But Josh Milam in the 7, after gaining 21 spots to put himself there, is out in front in the clean air. But look at that black and hot pink race car. That is the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Sanchez started dead last in this race, and here he is inside the top 10. That driver is continuing to work his way forward, and so for a very great run, I don't know if this is going to work as well as I hope. That was a twist off top, so it didn't work, but a very hot and spicy, yet very chilled one ounce, 2 ounce drink. That was what the twist off was. Pre-bottled shot of anti-Rona medicine. They are slicing and dicing, ladies and gentlemen. But Richard Sanchez in that 510 has done a great job of picking his way through the field. Working lap 32 of 35. Our stage will end at the completion of lap 35. So it is getting down to the nitty-gritty. We have had one race car pack up and call it a night. That is the 42 of Nate Warren. His race ending early. So as they run side by side, 2 by 2, the ants go marching across the start-finish line. Josh Milam continuing to lead from that second lane. And here on Wednesday night, there is no harder driver to dislodge from the race lead than the 7 of Josh Milam once he gets out into that clean air. He can make that car as wide as the backstretch. Rick Searan's in the 4, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rick Searan's in the 4, running a new paint scheme. That is the Jack Daniels paint scheme from Rick Searan. Threw me off. I haven't seen that paint scheme out of him. So I wasn't quite ready for it. And we are getting ready to see one more lap to go in this stage as we ride on board with the 4. Richard Kuhn in the 47, trouble down the backstretch. One car going around and pointed the wrong direction. Tyler Miller in the 24 in trouble. And the yellow flag is going to come out, and that will do the end of the stage. David Booth getting in caught in that. Dave Hunt caught up in it. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to bring out this caution. Les Levy and Tyler Miller making contact. Bob Lacavera gets a piece of it. Back that up just a little bit more. Dave Hunt and David Booth making contact, and Booth gonna get the worst out of that. Like the 83 gave a shot to the 62 he didn't like, and the 62 bouncing up into the 24 Tyler Miller. David Booth with just nowhere to go, just getting pinballed multiple times. But on to pit road they come, and your stage winner is going to be the 7 of Josh Milam. And so for that, as he is being serviced by his pit crew, and Fritchie and Jimmy Reynolds wanting it, here it is. Let's get talking to our stage winner. That is the driver of the 7 of Josh Milam. Mr. Milam, you got your ears on?
Got them on, buddy. What's up?
Oh, not much. Feeling pretty racy here tonight?
Feeling pretty racy, man. I'm feeling hot. I'm on fire lately, huh?
I'll tell you what, you had to pass 21 cars to get where you are.
I did. I hit that outside wall, test my luck, and barely escaped through that wreck that happened right there as I was getting to the front, and managed to come out on top.
Well, come out on top you did, and it looks like you're still there as you are going to come out first on the pit road. So tell us a little bit about your race.
Well, with how the qualifying, all the weather, the dynamic weather, figured it might just be safe to try to start in the back instead of just qualifying random in the middle, and got out there and just decided that I wanted to be up front. Didn't want to be in the back any longer, so gave it a shot. Everything's going pretty good. Tracks seems super loose, kind of hard to control. That top lane is rough, but per usual, those top lanes are the fastest, so if you can get up there, then you're in pretty solid shape.
Well, man, this race still has, I'm going to do quick math and say more than 10 laps to go in it. So how are you going to handle that from here on out?
We're going to, hopefully we stay clean, stay with around the great drivers that's in here, and try to get us one good hard pit in here and come out on top again. But most importantly, just staying clean, keeping everybody safe around you as well as yourself.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Any other shout outs or thank yous you need to say?
Yep, shout out to you guys up front. Shout out to Anthony English there for sticking with me and giving me those pushes to keep me out front.
All right, that is Josh Milam, driver of the 7 and your stage winner. Congratulations, Josh. Nice job.
Take care.
All right, can he pull off the upset? Irritate all the drivers behind him and lead from here on out to the checkered flag. It'll be hard to do. Can he make it 2 in a row? Picked up the win last week. Got the stage win here tonight. Already had 1 stage win. The Josh Milam here on Wednesday nights really starting to make some noise. Came into tonight 2nd place in the point standings. That 40 of Peter deBorja right behind him came into tonight as the point leader. Only 2 points separated those two. So now the 7 of Josh Milam, if you add in the stage win and where he is running right now, it is your new point leader, the 25 of Kevin Freese, down to the inside for this restart. He is not done with this season just yet. The green flag comes out, and we are down and away once again, Kevin Priest in his second start of the season. Good to see the 25 out there as he is getting a good, healthy shove from the 44 of Anthony English. If you guys are enjoying the race, please feel free to participate in the YouTube chat. Also, if you are enjoying the show that the drivers are putting on for you, don't hesitate to give this broadcast a thumbs up. I only say that. I do not care whether or not I get the thumbs up. I enjoy doing the broadcast. But if you guys do those thumbs up, do it for the drivers. You don't need to do it for me. But I'll tell you what, I show up week in and week out because I enjoy the show that these guys put on. And I know you fans here as well do. And sometimes you don't always get to show that. The best way you can for your viewing pleasure is to participate in the YouTube chat and to give that broadcast thumbs up. I'd say give it a thumbs down, but I think YouTube removed that. I'm sure there's ways around it, but either way. Brian Anderson, keep up the head of steam from Limitless. Cody Nagel's Tennessee vacation is much needed, but I'll definitely miss competing with you all this week. Good luck, everyone else. Yeah, Cody picking up for Limitless, put it on pole position here, running inside the top 10 right now, and has led quite a few laps so far this race. So that 6 looking very strong from Limitless. But here on Wednesday night, teams are a loose organization of drivers. Ready, saying hello to Jimmy. We have picked up a little bit of housekeeping to do. We do have 26 cars on the lead lap. We also only have 26 cars in this race. Tyler Miller in the 24, who we saw just get caught up in that big one at the end of the stage. He has too much damage to continue on. He has headed to his race car hauler. They are loading up and headed home. Jared Forbes in the 73, who blew his engine on lap 3, is packed up and gone home. And the 42 of Nate Warren, not sure what all happened to Nate Warren in the 42, but I know he was caught up in one of the crashes here tonight, maybe even 2 of them. He is packed up and gone home as well. So Miller, Forbes, Warren scored 27th, 28th, and 29th respectively. Kevin Nichols rooting for Cody for the win as well. So I'm starting to see a fan base for the 6 of Cody Nagels. And the more I'm watching the driver of this 6, the more I'm thinking this guy's got enough talent to win a race here in OP Racing. We'll see if he can get it done tonight. Put it on pole. It's the 40 of Peter deBorja out in front, battling with our stage winner of Josh Milam in the 7. David Booth in the 77 has lost the draft here. He is the only car not in the draft. And he finds himself a good 19, almost 20 seconds off the pace, almost half a lap down. So the 77 hoping for a yellow here very soon so that he can get back into this race. Lynn McNeese in the 84. Tail car in this pack, running in 25th spot. We go on board with this 84. to Lynn, tucked in behind the 071 of Eric Laurie, and the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. just ahead of the John Deere backed machine. Sunoco Race Fuel getting the job done for Jeff Crosby Sr. That 15 has been up and down here tonight. Right now he is a little bit down, has lost 10 positions from where he took the green flag, but I'll tell you what, that 15 has some speed and he's got his eyes forward. We saw that as we rode on board with him for one of our crashes here tonight. He made an outstanding move, jumping to the outside, almost like he had a spidey sense that it was going to happen. Randall Cobb in the 52, right smack dab in the middle of this field with the 71 of Sean McCara. Sean McCara qualified with a time just over 1 minute 9 seconds, so an epic qualifying effort by the 71. A little disappointing, could have had a better score, but late out onto the racetrack in the 71 of Sean McCara with a 10-minute qualifying session could only manage a 1 minute 9 qualifying time. Josh Milam in the 7, your race leader. He did pick up the stage win, and as he said in that interview, he has been on fire here of late. Has 2 stage wins, 1 race win, and is now your point leader. And the yellow flag is coming out because we have big time issues. Richard Sanchez has hit the pit road. Les Levy in the 62 already involved in it as well. Let's back this up and see if we can figure out what happened to bring out this yellow flag. As they go off into turns 3 and 4, contact being made at corner entry. Sanchez, Sebastian Marin, Les Levy, all getting together there. Dave Hunt, Mark Mann getting a piece of it. Tough break for Richard Sanchez. He had been making some outstanding moves all night long. So with 24 laps to go, on the pit road comes the field. Everyone hitting pit lane. Richard Sanchez packed it up and went behind the wall. Looks like his night is done. Cody Nagel's overshooting the pit box by a ton. The pressure of all the fans watching him race here tonight, that is going to cost him tons of time as the field is going to go screaming by. And Cody going to lose all kinds of positions. Big mistake by the 6. But down and away he goes. Tell you what, he's got enough speed. He can settle in. He's got plenty of time to recover from that mistake. With 23 laps to go here, Anthony English second off of pit road. Josh Milam winning the race off of pit road. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 finding himself in third. Then the 47 of Richard Kuhn, Peter deBorja rounding out your top 5 in the 40. Lights have gone out on the iRacing safety vehicle. The nondescript, all-encompassing pace car out in front of the field. Josh Medlock chiming in. How you doing, Josh? Thank you very much for coming by and saying hello. Josh Medlock from Max Speed TV. Carried the banner for Season 8 for the Wednesday night series. Did a great job. Now I get to pick up where he left off. It's we're in race number 5 of 18. Basically, OP is in good hands, whether it's with Josh or myself. Either way, we thank you all for joining us on Wednesday night to watch some great super speedway racing action. There we go. Lights are out on the safety vehicle. Down and away it's gonna go. Josh Milam in control of the field, grabs all the throttle that he can in the 44 of Anthony English. Lags back just a little bit, but don't get too worried because that outside lane is going to have the 7 jump up there before too long, because that is where the 7 of Josh Milam likes to be here at Daytona Legacy track. Josh Milam does do the Saturday nights for OP. I did not know that, Josh. No one told me that, so cool. Thank you. Glad to have you doing it. Myself, I find myself at my local dirt track on Saturday night because I have a race car to drive. So, yeah. I have to check in on those Saturday night OP races. That is the Butt Kicker Series. If you guys would like to join OP Racing, you can do that by applying to the Wednesday series, which is the Grand National, or the Saturday series, which is the Butt Kickers. And then, if you ever get the invite to join us on Monday night, that is the big show. That is where the heavy hitters reside in super speedway racing. OP Racing is trying to become the premier super speedway league. Now, I probably shouldn't say trying to become, because I believe that they are the premier super speedway racing. There's a lot of leagues out there. I think OP has some of the best super speedway action going on. That is on Monday night. That is an invite only. So you have to work the Wednesday or Saturday series. Prove your worth. You don't even have to win. You just have to prove you can drive and make some positive statements in that league on Wednesday or Saturday, and then hope you get the invite into Monday night. It is a chartered series. It is a limited field. So there you go. That is how this OP league works. Wednesday and Saturday is the feeder for Monday, but that does not mean that what's happening on the track on Wednesday and Saturday is no less intense, because a lot of the drivers that are on Monday are here on Wednesday and Saturday. All right, pivotal moment here. 18 laps to go in this race. Fuel window has opened up to make the final pit stop of the night. Who is going to come down pit road and win? Who is going to make the gamble on a caution flag or no caution flag? And who is going to make the gamble on a green-white checkered finish? I don't know. I don't have a magic crystal ball that tells me all these answers. But I do know we're on board with Daniel Holloway for this pit stop, as things are about to get wild with now 17 laps to go. Holloway onto pit road. And you can see how crowded it gets very quickly. all the way into his pit box. Down and away goes the 23 of Sebastian Marin. Sebastian Marin has just spent the last 8 minutes in his pit box. He is multiple laps down, but he is trying to get back out there. So while that group pitted, that gave the race lead to the 44 of Anthony English. English now trying to work his way on the pit road. So here they come on the pit lane. Heavy on the brakes. Who's it gonna be? Can someone pop that speeding penalty cherry? This group looks like they got on the pit road cleanly. Now with 16 laps to go, this group gonna have a little bit more fuel. They might be good for at least one green, white, checkered, but it is still gonna be very, very close. So here they come off of pit road, but the 7 of Josh Milam and the 33 of Jeff Crosby working this field to the front of the pack as they try to get around the group that is down on the apron. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, the only car that has not hit pit road. And so when he hits pit road, he will do it by himself, as Josh Milam and Jeff Crosby Jr. do take over the battle for the race lead. When this 15 either gets swallowed up or hits pit road, that 15 has seen better days. Quite a bit of damage on him, but he is your race leader. He last hit pit road on lap 48 as we are working lap 55. That 15 Sunoco, I don't think he's gonna make it to the end of this race on that tank of fuel. But as soon as I think something, I'll tell you what, a driver somewhere finds a way to prove me wrong, but that car is torn up and it is running around by itself, and the pack is coming quickly to swallow him up. His son, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr., might be the first one to get by him. The 15 ducks down to the inside a little bit, and everyone squeezes right on by. That does give the race lead to the 7 of Josh Milam. Kevin Friesen, the 25, in his second start of the season, to his inside with some healthy pushing by the 44 of Anthony English. We are down to 14 laps to go. Better make it 13 now, but hold on to your butts, because I have a feeling there's going to be a caution between here and the end of the race. Sebastian Marin in the 23 has pulled it back onto pit road. So the troubles continue for the 23, and it looks like he is going to be stuck, scored in 24th spot. That will give us 23 race cars on the track to try and finish out these next 13 laps. Out of the race in 25th spot, that is Donald Stewart. The 510 of Richard Sanchez in 26th. Tyler Miller in the 24 machine scored 27th. Jared Forbes in 28th. And 29th goes to Nate Warren. "29 cars started this race, and right now we have 23 on the track. Bob Lacavera, last car in this race, scored in 23rd spot. He is hoping for a caution. He and the 77 of David Booth have lost the lead pack. Dave Hunt in the 53 falling behind as well. So these three cars have lost the draft, and they are hoping for a yellow to get them back into it. So what do you say we do a little bit of turn it up here in the closing laps of tonight's race? So join me, because it's been a while since I done it, for a little bit of turn it up. Everyone enjoys a good turn it up session, and I should probably unmute my mic as soon as we're done with it. But the 6 of Cody Nagel's making a bold move to get out in front of this field. Led quite a bit of laps in the opening stage and then had to work his way back forward and recover from that incident onto pit road. He has recovered quite nicely to make that happen. But as they are getting ready to have 4 laps to go, the 6 of Cody Nagel's, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr., running 1 and 2 in the respective lanes, or leading their respective lanes. We are getting down to the end of this one, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, your current reigning champion. Cody Nagel's in the 6 in his sophomore season. Rookie on Monday nights. Can this 6 prove his worth? Trouble! Big time contact. We got cars up into the wall. Peter deBorja involved. Heavy contact. Rick Seabrand's in the 4. Picking his way around there very carefully. Anthony English in the 44 getting a piece of it. And the yellow flag is going to come out, and we are going to get overtime for this one. Eric Laurie involved. Let's go on aboard with the 071. Big trouble through 3 and 4 for the field as we are just starting to set this up. Let's see if we can't get another shot of it here. Go on board with the 84 of Lynn McNeese. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. The 84 squeezed through that one. Holy cow, Lynn McNeese. Go on board one more time with this one, because that is just epic. Lynn in this 84 had the C's part for him. He brushed the wall a little bit, but considering what was going on around him, outstanding instincts to put Lynn McNeese out of harm's way. All right, so extra laps it is. This one has claimed quite a bit of drivers. And it's going to take a hot minute to figure out who is still in this race and who is done for the night. Lights are still on the safety vehicle, but that is going to change this time around. And we will have our first attempt at a green-white checkered. All right, so we already knew about Donald Stewart, Richard Sanchez, Tyler Miller, Jared Forbes, Nate Warren. They've been out of the race for a little bit. Sebastian Marin hasn't had his scorecard pulled. He has been on pit road for the last 15 minutes. He is in 24th spot. And now it looks like Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91. His night is done. He is gone behind the wall. Peter deBorja has ended up one lap down through all of this chaos, being caught up into that. So that will give us 21 race cars on the lead lap to try and settle out this green-white checkered attempt. Daniel Holloway in the 21, currently in 21st spot. That's the last car on the lead lap. Josh Milam, your stage winner, restarting on the outside row for this one. And Cody Nagels, your pole sitter and strong contender to win this race, finds himself on the inside of row number 1. Here we go, pace car down and away. Green flag is in the air, 3 laps to go. Our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Cody Nagels in the 6th, down on the inside line, but Josh Milam has really enjoyed being in that second lane. He is right where he wants to be, leading the charge in the second lane. The 6 of Cody, he's going to have to figure out how to deal with this veteran of Josh Milam from his preferred spot. Cody doesn't know it, but he is in an uphill battle. Can he and Jeff Crosby Jr. work together to try and get in front of the 7 on the lap that it counts? Here we go, coming to take the white flag. The 6 and the 7 running side by side. Cody has the advantage at the flag for our final time around. Kevin Freese in the 25, no slaps to the super speedways. He is pushing hard on the 7. Jeff Crosby in the 33, last season's champion, pushing hard on the 6. What more could you want for as far as experience and talent and drivers? Laying it all on the line. Here they come. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Cody Nagels trying to hold on to it and pick up his first win of the season. Josh Milam doesn't want to give him an inch. He's on a hot streak, but at the line, it is going to be the 6 of Cody Nagels picking up the win. How about that finish, ladies and gentlemen? Cody picks up his first win of the season. Josh Milam bringing it home in second, and Jeff Crosby Jr. rounding out our podium with a 3rd place finish. An outstanding run by the 6. Put it on pole, led a bunch of laps, and now seals the deal with his first win of the season. And celebrates with some burnouts on the front stretch. That 6 was on fire all night long. I tell you what, this is going to be a great post-race interview as he picks up his first win of the season, his first win here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. As he is celebrating hard to try and burn that engine down. I bet it's illegal. That's why he's celebrating so hard. All right, let's get right to it. The 6 of Cody Nagels, your race winner. Let's see how he feels about this race win. Cody, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. How are you doing? You're doing so well that you won the race, put it on pole. Man, oh man, that 6 was on fire here tonight. And we even saw you do a little faux pas in the pit road.
Yep, it was definitely a good race. My regular teammates weren't with me tonight, so I decided to run with Josh, Sebastian, Kevin. Definitely some good guys to have in my corner, and it seemed like that was going to be down to me and Josh, and I got a little better support there at the end. I don't think anyone was behind Kevin, which allowed me to even have an opportunity at it. I was just able to side draft Josh at the line and edge him out. It was a great race, though.
Well, man, that 6 was fast all night long. Had speed from the get-go. You pick up your first win here on Wednesday night this season. How's that feel?
First win on Wednesday night. First OP win, I believe. That was like a small monkey that was on my back, because I was just telling Josh, the only thing I don't think I've won is an OP race. I got this one, so now I'm gunning for Monday night. Let's see if I can lock myself in on Monday night as well. But OP, guys, Monday's a tough crowd. Wednesday's got a good crowd too. Like I said, it was a good race, and just to get myself locked in is a great feeling. Now I can focus on trying to get my teammates in, and maybe have a run at a championship in me.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, I'd love to be on board watching you win that champion, but it's going to be hard to do because you got some amazing talent around you that all want to win championships as well, but you put them on notice here tonight.
I'll just say that's why I joined OP in the first place, KR, is the competition. The guys here, it is an extremely loaded field. It's clean racing, and it's exactly what I want because it improves my racecraft. Every race that I come in here, I try to look, I'm going to go back and watch your broadcast and look for something to improve. But these guys make me push harder than I've ever pushed before. So I thank everyone that runs in these OP races because it does make me a better driver.
All right, man. Well, final time, final shout outs, thank yous, I love yous, kisses, hugs, whatever you need to say. The floor is yours, sir. Congratulations on the first win. Let her rip.
Thank you, KR. I want to thank you and Turn 3 Racing Network for putting on a great broadcast tonight, and I want to thank OP as well for the race. I want to thank my Limitless team with Vince and BK, even though they weren't here tonight. I'm pretty certain BK was watching. Appreciate you guys. Them guys really are what ultimately push me day in and day out. So thank you, and thank my parents for watching the race as well. I love you.
Can confirm BK was watching.
My boy.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on that first win. And now we look forward to seeing you once again on Monday night in Victory Lane.
Thank you, KR. I look forward to it.
That is Cody Nagels in the 6, your race winner, first time winner. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Always got to love a first time winner. But now let's move on to the driver who finished in second and also was your stage winner. That is none other than the 7 of Josh Milam. Josh, you got your ears on, my friend?
Loud and clear, man. What's up?
Hey, I don't know how you win a stage and bring it home in second. I can't even finish one of these races.
I'll talk Kevin right there, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 7 was bad fast. You had to pass a bunch of cars to get it done here tonight. Picked up the stage, bring it home in second. Race win last week, and you said it in that stage win interview. You are on fire. What are you doing? What did you flip your underwear inside out?
Luck is on my side, man. I wear the same underwear every race. Don't wash them. For the past 4 years, I haven't washed the underwear. I think that might be the trick. I don't know. Right, I won last Wednesday. I almost got this one. I won Monday. I'm on a hot streak right now, man. Hopefully it don't end.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, it is always a pleasure watching that 7 work your magic, because once you get out into that clean air, you're one of the hardest cars to dislodge from the race lead. You do bring it home in second place here tonight. I believe that is going to allow you to take over the points lead. Any aspirations to try and win this regular season points championship?
As long as I can make every race, I'm going to keep trying. You know, I'm up here. I think it's probably got a good distance on a couple of guys. I know me and P1 and P2 are pretty tight, I would say. But yeah, man, I'm going to keep coming out here each Wednesday and try to keep that lead and finish as good as possible. I don't know if I've ever won a Wednesday points championship, but that'd be cool. Be a cool thing to go for. So yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Well, I would love to see that happen. Any car that has a Turn 3 Racing Network sticker on it, I'd love to see win the championship or into victory lane. So you meet my qualifications as a potential championship winner.
I'm dedicating this one to UKR.
All right, Josh. Outside of that dedication, any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Oh yeah, shout out to Kevin for sticking with me there and pushing me. He had some damage. I actually had a little bit of damage to my front right that I completely forgot about. When I come from the back to the front on the wall, I nicked the wall there. Completely forgot about it. So that's probably keeping us up a little bit. Either way, big shout out to him. Big shout out to UKR. All the fans and all the drivers that came out and watched tonight. Appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Well, nice job out there tonight. And once again, I do want to say congratulations on a second place finish. Man, nice job.
We'll see, KR.
That is the 7 of Josh Milam getting it done here tonight with a solid second place finish. But now let's move on to the final step of our podium, and that is our reigning champion, the 33 of Jeff Crosby. Jeff Crosby Jr., should say. How you doing, sir?
Hi, KR. I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Man, if I was doing any better, I probably would have finished third in this race.
Yeah, man. It was definitely a close little finish there. Hopefully everybody at home was watching and had a good time watching that. That was really cool. 6/1000ths of a second. It's crazy.
It was a crazy finish. Tell us a little bit about that green, white checkered sprint to the end that you went through.
Yeah, I was just hooked with Cody there on the bottom there, and I knew that I was going to be able to push him the whole time without overheating. So I just stuck to his back and I don't know, just gave it my all. I was surprised Josh, I don't know who was pushing Josh there. I think it was Kevin. They were pushing all night long pretty well. So glad Cody got his first win. That's pretty cool. We'll take a podium. That's my second podium already in 5 weeks. So we'll just keep doing it, hopefully for a win next couple weeks.
Well, with that being said, what do you think it's going to take to get this 33 into victory lane?
And just got to keep my foot in it. Just got to be confident and just make the right moves. Have people helping me out. Got some really good drivers helping me each week, and definitely going to help them out as well. It's going to happen. Not sure when, but hopefully be talking to you again first place next time out.
All right, man. Well, nice job here tonight. Any other shout outs, thank yous that you haven't given yet?
Yeah, give a shout out to you, KR. Thank you for broadcasting this on Turn 3. Everybody that was in TeamSpeak tonight, really appreciate it, and definitely love working with them. Any family and friends that are still watching, let's get it again next week.
All right, that is Jeff Crosby Jr., not to be confused with his dad, right? Can't be confused.
Correct. Yeah, he finished 15th, top 15. He was a lap down there and was able to get back on the lead lap and got a top 15. So pretty proud of him.
Did. All right. Well, man, once again, congratulations. Nice job.
Thank you, KR.
All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for our post-race show once we get through tonight's results. So let's get right into it. Our podium finishers, Cody Nagels picking up his first OP win. Josh Milam in the 7, bringing it home in second. And Jeff Crosby Jr. rounding out the podium here tonight. Kevin Freese ends up 4th. Top 5 finish for the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Richard Kuhn in 6th. 7th goes to the 4 of Rick Seabrands. Les Levy in 8th. 9th goes to Dave Hunt. Sean McCarra 10th. 11th goes to Mark Mann. 12th goes to Randall Cobb. 13th, Bob Lacavera. 15th place goes to Jeff Crosby Sr., who we just heard praise from the podium of Jeff Crosby Jr. It's almost like they're family and they're trying to pump each other up. David Booth finishing in 16th. 17th place goes to Shane Posey. Daniel Holloway finishing in 18th place. 19th goes to Lynn McNeese. Eric Laurie 20th. 21st, Anthony English. 22nd, Peter deBorja. Ernie Williams going to bring it home 23rd. 24th goes to Sebastian Marin. 25th, Richard Sanchez. Donald Stewart 26th. 27th, Tyler Miller. Jared Forbes 28th. And 29th goes to Nate Warren. So guys, thank you very much for joining me here on a Wednesday night. Hope you all enjoyed the show. I know I thoroughly enjoyed the race, and I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday night for the OP Racing Grand National Series. If you have some time, join us on Monday night as well for the OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series. Maybe Cody Nagels can go 2 for 2 and sweep this week in OP Racing. So until then, y'all stay safe, have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you next week.